10th annual convening for the Elizabeth Dole Foundation, and we are here with our friend Alexandra Drane. She's the CEO of ARCHANGELS. And Alex, we just listened to your speech, very inspirational as always. How are you today?
I'm relieved that's over. It's terrifying and intimidating, and to be in front of such an impressive crowd, and also Senator Dole, my heart just melts. It's just an extraordinary honor to be here.
Absolutely. I want to ask, how did you get involved with the Elizabeth Dole Foundation?
Well, so we've just been stalking them forever, and we source their resources on our site because they are extraordinary with what they offer for certainly military caregivers, but also just more broadly in a broader definition. So we sort of stalked them, and then I was actually introduced to Steve Schwab just a couple of weeks ago. And as I said to Steve, you will never be rid of me. Senator Dole will never be rid of me. We're obsessed with what you're doing and want to support it in any and every way that we can.
That's amazing. You know, you do such remarkable work helping to support caregivers, especially family caregivers, learning about their intensity. You want to share that with the viewers and listeners who may not be familiar with the work you're doing at ARCHANGELS?
Yeah. You know, humans everywhere, close to 1 in 2 of us are in this role, and most of us have no idea that we are. And so our whole obsession is to find this population, to help them realize the gorgeousness and majesty of what they're doing, because they're not aware of it, they're not raising their hand and asking for help. We do that by helping people get their intensity score. It puts them in the clear, yellow, or red. If they are in the red, they are going to have some mental health impact. They are seeing impacts on other parts of their lives. If they're in the yellow, we want to keep them in the yellow. How do we do that? Right in that moment after we help them get their score, which takes 2 minutes, we match them to resources that already exist. But they didn't know about it because they didn't know they were in this role, and they certainly didn't even know that these resources existed. So it's sort of this interstitial tissue of find them, love on them fiercely, and then match them over to these resources.
Well, and I know you use a wonderful analogy. I believe your mother shared about people drowning, and you said you're just going to be putting your arms up and you're going to go straight down. And that's what this intensity test is really helping people to do, is to identify that they need help, because you can't ask for help if you don't need it. So for family caregivers, where do you want them to go to learn their intensity score and to learn more about you?
So you don't need to learn more about me. You need to learn more about you so you can make sure you're getting supported. So I would say 2 places. One, go to archangels.me. So it's ARCHANGELS.me. And Lance did a podcast with me at some point. He's the dude. And I would also say go to thecarebadge.com, because the other thing we're trying to do is when you're in the middle of this, you don't know you're in the middle of this, there are skills that you need. Often you're not getting those. Oh, I love you. Thank you. Care Badge, for anyone you know, does it all for everyone else. These are available for free virtually that you can pass on. You can get it for yourself or you can gift it to someone else. And the notes that we see of people gifting it, because caregivers going to give, right?
That's right.
And so they just get out there and they pass it along and they write these notes that are so gorgeous that when I'm having a bad day, I read it and it restores my faith in the universe.
Absolutely. Alexandra Drane, ARCHANGELS.